The world's richest billionaires are dumping their stocks, from Bill Gates to Warren Buffett to Jeff Bezos. Should you be alarmed? Should you also join them in dumping your NASDAQ and SP 500 stocks as well? Let's have a look at exactly what they're doing. First of all, the most obvious one is Jeff Bezos and his ex-wife, right, Mackenzie Scott. He is, by some measures, the world's richest man because he owns like a huge chunk of Amazon. He sold $8 billion of his Amazon holdings in the last month or so, couple of months, and his ex-wife has sold 1/4 of all her Amazon stocks, right? Something like $10 billion. So together, this former couple, right, who founded Amazon have now sold something like close to $20 billion of Amazon. And that makes up a significant portion of their wealth altogether. So that's a significant signal for Amazon to begin with. And Amazon is like one of the most important companies in the United States. It's one of the Magnificent Seven stocks. Why are they doing this? Probably the main obvious reason I can think of is they're probably seeing more pressure coming from stocks such as Temu, which is PDD, this Chinese online retail stock. PDD could do to Amazon what TikTok did to Facebook, if that makes sense to you guys. But what about other billionaires? Now, Facebook insiders are also selling somewhat. They've sold together $3 billion worth of stocks in the last 2 months, right? You can see here, including names like Mark Zuckerberg, right, selling some stocks, and the CFO, CTO, global presidents, they're selling, right? And here's Bill Gates. He even sold 2.7% of his own Microsoft holdings, right? He sold 11%, and that's kind of big, of his Berkshire Hathaway stocks, and he sold 100% in all his stocks for, like, say, Meta, which is Facebook, Apple, and Amazon, some pretty big names. But however, remember, this is only a very small portion of his portfolio, right? So except that Berkshire Hathaway is like 2% of his entire portfolio, and Microsoft makes up, this is like 1% of his entire portfolio. So not major sales from Bill Gates just yet. Warren Buffett himself, the most significant is that he sold 1% of Apple. Now that's not a huge deal, but it is Apple after all, and he's starting to sell Apple stocks. So this is one to watch as well. These billionaire sales are not huge and massive yet, except for Amazon, and they are not screaming of a market top just yet, right? The one stock that I would watch very carefully is Nvidia, right? Look at this. Its revenue has exploded. Nvidia is seen as king of the AI stocks. If it has a bad quarter, then that's probably the top of the